Napoli are reportedly the latest name to join the hunt for Chelsea defender Trevoh Chalobah this January. The Blues ace has struggled for game time at Stamford Bridge recently, but previously looked a good young player and made a good impact when he first broke into the first team after previously progressing through the club's academy. Chalobah's long-term future is now away from Chelsea, and it appears Napoli are the latest name interested in bringing him to Italy, according to Corriere dello Sport, as quoted by Tuttomercatoweb. Chelsea fans will certainly be hoping this saga can be resolved as soon as possible, as it would be helpful to offload reserve players like this to raise funds for a signing that could have an immediate impact on Mauricio Pochettino's squad. The report notes that AC Milan have been linked with Chalobah in recent times, while Roma is another name that appears to be emerging as Serie A looks increasingly likely to be his next destination. It will be interesting to see if this move is a success, and whether Chalobah can repeat the success of Fikayo Tomori at Milan and Tammy Abraham at Roma, two other Chelsea Academy products who have made successful moves to Italian football. Chelsea are interested in signing Juventus striker Dusan Vlahovic and are prepared to spend £69 million to complete a deal, according to a report from Fichajes. The 23-year-old striker has scored 7 goals and provided 2 assists in all competitions, and he has been linked with a move away from Juventus in recent months. It's no secret that Chelsea need to bring in a reliable goal scorer, and Vlahovic has the physical and technical attributes to thrive in the Premier League. He was considered one of the brightest young attacking prospects in European football during his time at Fiorentina. The Serbian striker could certainly take advantage of the change in circumstances, and a move to the Premier League would be ideal. Playing regularly at Chelsea can help him rediscover his performance and confidence. A report from Fichajes claims that Chelsea have a strong interest in Vlahovic, and they are willing to invest £69 million to sign the Serbian star. Juventus will most likely be tempted if Chelsea makes a tempting offer for the striker. They are in financial trouble, and with Vlahovic failing to settle in Turin, they will probably look to cut their losses and make some money. Romano explains the only way Tottenham can recruit Chelsea superstar Conor Gallagher. According to Fabrizio, Spurs would have to make a large financial offer to secure the services of the highly skilled Englishman. Gallagher has impressed under Mauricio Pochettino and has been one of Chelsea's best players this season. However, according to the Mirror, the Blues remain open to considering a bid for the England international midfielder during this transfer window, despite his current valuation of £60M. Even with a £50 million bid put forward, Chelsea could be convinced. Gallagher has a strong trademark and box-to-box game that has the potential to add dynamism to Spurs' midfield. He has consistently impressed under Mauricio Pochettino and has even taken on the role of captain on several occasions. However, Gallagher's contract expires in 17 months, and there is currently no indication he will commit to a new contract. Tottenham Hotspur is closely watching this situation and hopes that a profitable opportunity opens up. Fabrizio Romano mentioned the price Tottenham could pay to recruit Conor Gallagher from Chelsea. However, in a bid to improve their recent poor performance in the Premier League, Tottenham Hotspur reacted very quickly by signing former Chelsea striker Timo Werner on loan from RB Leipzig. Liverpool and Chelsea are the Premier League clubs showing the most interest in Newcastle United star Bruno Guimaraes, and a report explains how the central midfielder could be signed on a deal that could be arranged. Newcastle spent £40 million when they signed Guimaraes from Lyon in January 2022. The transfer raised eyebrows as he became one of the first players to move from European football to Newcastle's exciting project, which was then still in its early stages. Since then, Guimaraes has established himself as one of the best all-round midfielders in the Premier League. He is also a regular on the Brazilian national team, having earned 18 caps to date. These factors have seen his value rocket from £40 million to £73 million, according to Transfermarkt. On Friday, the 26-year-old was claimed to have reached an agreement with Newcastle, meaning he could join Barcelona or Real Madrid in the future if either club makes a suitable offer for him. Spanish outlet AS has now provided their information on Guimaraes. They stated that it was not only La Liga's biggest clubs who were chasing him, because Liverpool and Chelsea were also eyeing him. Liverpool and Chelsea have shown the most interest in landing Guimaraes. As expected, Newcastle will spend big if any club comes calling for their Brazilian star. This latest update states that they want at least €115 million to let him go. A top source at West Ham has made a major revelation about the move to sign Chelsea striker Armando Broja in January. There have long been claims that West Ham are interested in Chelsea striker Armando Broja. And that's because the slow-born Chelsea Academy graduate is a player the Hammers really like, according to his most senior contact at West Ham. Transfer reporter Rudy Galletti exclusively told Hammers News recently that West Ham have requested information from Chelsea about signing Broja in the January transfer window. Broja was handed a start for Chelsea in the win over Fulham on Saturday, but the Hammers' perennial target struggled and was substituted in the second half. Despite Broja's hard work, his performances have been so poor they have prompted renewed calls for Chelsea to sign a striker. So Hammers News suggested to people within the club that now might be a good time to try to get the 22-year-old out of Stamford Bridge. Chelsea are now ready to pay a £50M+ release clause to sign a crazy new attacking gem. As Todd Boehly looks to end Chelsea's mid-table Premier League woes, the American owner may splash the cash once again in the January transfer window. The Blues have been outspoken in attack once again this season and are now reportedly looking to help solve their problems with a long-term solution. Their focus seems to be on long-term solutions. According to Sport via Football 365, Chelsea Chiefs have travelled to Brazil and are ready to pay Estevão Willian's €60 million release clause, which could see them beat Barcelona to the 16-year-old signature. Likened to Lionel Messi and nicknamed Messinho, the teenager may have a hefty price tag, but it is a price Chelsea appear willing to pay. If the Blues get this right, they could have a right winger ready to star at Stamford Bridge for the next decade and beyond. With commissions involved, the deal could reportedly cost up to €75 million for a player who hasn't even reached the age of 18, in what could be said to be one of the riskiest transfers of the year. Lions head coach Joe Edwards wants to make a loan move for Chelsea starlet Alfie Gilchrist. Edwards hopes to be bolstered with some new signings in the January transfer window, which is still 2 weeks away. And there is a possibility he could capitalise on his links with Chelsea, where he was youth coach and then assistant manager of the first team for a number of years, to get some of the best young players. And there is one player in particular that Edwards wants to bring to the Den, namely defender Alfie Gilchrist. According to Sunday Mirror sports editor Darren Whitcoop, the 20-year-old is on the radar of Edwards, who is well aware of what the youngster can offer, as he has been at the Blues since under-11 level. Gilchrist signed his first professional contract at Stamford Bridge in 2020, but after progressing through the under-18s and under-21s, including becoming captain of the under-21s at the start of 2023, he only made his first team debut a few weeks ago. Chelsea boss responds to questions about Evan Ferguson's transfer links. Mauricio Pochettino has expressed his reluctance to discuss players linked with Chelsea, stressing the team's focus on evaluating the circumstances as they explore potential January transfers. The Blues are reportedly considering signing striker Evan Ferguson, a player they have long admired. It has been revealed that the Seagulls have set a price tag of £100M for the 19-year-old, and it remains to be seen whether Chelsea will once again spend big on the striker. But when asked by Pochettino about the relationship with Ferguson, he said, "No. You know very well that I do not talk about rumours or players who are at other clubs. I am very respectful. We do not talk. We are assessing the squad, and if something happens, we will communicate it to you. At the moment, we have not taken a decision whatever."